Welcome back, YouTube. I want to thank everybody that's been logging on, checking out my channel, Sexy$5526. I have a very special treat for you today on Exposed episode 3, where I have my guest, DJ Bootnock, who's here with us. And
what up, America?
I just want to, ask a few questions like, what are you doing now? How's your projects and what's new with you?
Oh yeah, I'm trying to make a new hit, like an album and stuff that's slated to come out January 11, 2012.
Okay.
Entitled Boot Knock Volume 1.
And I loved the first one, Boot Knock. It was very nice, very nice.
I know you heard it on 97.6.
Very good station. I love that station as well. And I just want to give a few shout outs and show some love for T.I. and Tiny, whose new show just aired, The Family Hustle. And I've always thought T.I. was a hustler for his family. I think Tiny is a very strong woman. She's jazzy, always keeps herself up. And so I just want to give a shout out to them and hope that their show goes far. I also want to ask a few questions like, what's going on with Chrissy from Love and Hip Hop? I mean, she's always going off on someone like she's somebody's mother or whatever. I mean, I don't see Jim. I mean, she's the favorite one that's always busting out crying like, I'll die if I don't have you, and all that stuff. Is just, she's so dramatic, but she's also a bully. But moving on to more serious updates from last week, I think I want to touch on a little bit about how Patrick is lashing out on Facebook at the media, claiming that, he's not the cause of our problems. His $800 is not going to make or break us.
I heard about that too.
Yes, he's really lashing out. I mean, he's going hard about our city. Wow. But, he's just saying we're not unified, we don't stick together, and that's part of the reason why we're in the situation we're in now. As well as Dave Being, who still has not came up with a plan for Detroit. By our city being in such a financial ruin right now, you would think that he would have something more to say besides we're going to make more cuts in you Detroiters' pockets, because I'm not going to take the pay cut. That's how I feel, basically. He never took one anyway.
You know what I heard? I heard that the city is this close to going to bankruptcy, America.
And yes, and speaking on that, I mean, the city is in deep water. And I feel that us as a community need to start saving now. Start using our brains, putting that money to the side for struggling times, for when we have big people, superiors that won't help us and won't, invest in our city, we will be able to still survive.
You know what's going to happen.
Yes, and for even more serious updates, I think I want to let you know about some missing children here in Detroit, missing people in general. It's always something happening every minute here, as far as with the missing children. But just updating, letting you know that we have a 2-year-old, Bianca Jones, who's been missing for 3 days now, who was apparently riding with her father, DeAndre Lang, and he was reportedly robbed, and they took his car, and, when they found the car, they also took the child as well, but when they found the car, she wasn't in there, But,
Let me tell y'all, this guy was so dirty, he even did like a big interview on Fox 2 to try to clear his name. It didn't help none, He's saying that he's getting death threats, ain't he?
Yeah, but the crazy part about it is new findings tell us that he's had criminal charges as far as with drugs. He also abuses his children. He has reportedly tried to kill his son before. It's just so horrible, and I keep their family in my prayers and hope that this young girl returns home safely. Also, I want you guys to check out myfacebook.com, where you can find out about Kalisha, a mother of 6, who came up missing Monday morning after leaving work or club, and she left with 3 young men and has not returned home. Keeping her family in my prayers as well, and just hoping that she returns home. So Like I said, you can always find out about these things and more at $5526 or at Facebook with more of the news updates. I think I'm gonna just move on onto today's topic, which is music today, and just jump in by asking, what do you think is different? What is the difference between music today and how it was 5 to 10 years ago?
I mean, I believe that the main difference between music, now and all the music 5 or 10 years ago is that you can get in the game based on only who you know. It don't really matter how good you is. I know a lot of young cats that's real good. But since they have nobody to, be out there to push them like that, they ain't going too far.
No, and today it's like so different because you can have a great voice and it really doesn't get you that far without the proper funding and someone that's supporting and promoting you. And so I do believe that things are very different in terms of being a part of today's music. So tell me, who's your favorite artist and why?
I mean, well, I know and stuff that it's going to be a lot of cats that do agree with me, if and when I say that Tupac is my most favorite artist, and I believe that the reason why is because I believe that Pac was real. He went through the struggles in the hood, he had came out being raised and stuff by a black mother and stuff who might have been on drugs, but he still made it through.
And he overcame it and
great story.
Became a wonderful artist because of that, a very strong black artist that so many men want to become. So what do you think made Tupac the artist that he is today?
I mean, I believe that Pac became the man that he was today because he had a good idea of how the everyday black man lived. He kind of had a tendency to translate his pain into his music, and like make him, and make everybody see how Pac's pain was through his eyes.
And he always talked about life events, what we were going through at that time. I mean, you hear so many artists that, don't speak their mind, they never say what's going on, So, how hard do you think it'll be for any artist in Detroit or any artist in general to become successful or famous?
I think that artists that stay in the D is going to really have a hard time, trying to make a come up simply because there's no real music exposure here, I mean?
True.
We do have, cats like Eminem, but he not really from here, you know what I'm saying? He from across 8 Mile,
Well, we have you, Boot Knock, so we have one celebrity that we know in county. Boot Knock, that is Catch a Sexy Dollar.
Who else, you know what I'm saying? It's just that we really need to get out there in the world and start working as one. You know what I'm saying? And stop working against each other all the time, Detroit. Let's become a team.
Yes, and let's start working together to make this dream, whatever dream you may have that you see Detroit having, let's start working toward that sooner than later. So what do you think, has to be done for a person to have a successful career in the industry nowadays?
I believe that first you have to have a lot of talent. You have to be really, really dedicated to your craft because you can't just say, I want to do this and that, and then you find out it's hard and you really can't, hang with it. And last but certainly not least, I feel like you have to have connections that's in the industry now and who may be willing, to have like faith in you, invest in you, promote you. Otherwise,
and those are some of those things that are your foundation to having a successful career. It's just having those supporters, having that funding, pushing hard, dedication, knowing in your mind that you can do it. And one of the other questions that I have for you are, what are some of the top labels today?
I mean, I feel like 3 of the top, I feel like 3 of them. I feel like the number 1 ones has, I say, Cash Money. They like the number 1, Number 2 I gotta give it to Sony, you know, because Sony has been doing things since way
so
back
many
then,
big
ever
artists.
since Michael, you know what I'm saying? And then last but not least, I gotta give it to Dr. Dre, Shady, Aftermath, you know? They've been selling all of the most records. They come out with the hottest beats most times, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you worked with Dr. Dre on that track, Knock the Door Wide Open, Boo Knock, and I love that. I really love that. I really love that. And so Dr. Dre is a very good artist, and the Aftermath was always a good label, but we'll get more into people of his nature and labels later. But I think I'll move on to the next question. What is your dream label? I mean, when you see yourself out here making money as DJ Boot Knock, what do you see yourself, you know, becoming, and whose label are you going to be on when you become that?
Well, I know right now I am a indie person, you know. I'm not
Yeah, that's crazy.
to no labels, but since like they all crooked anyway, but
right,
if I was to be on the dream label, I have to be with YMCB Entertainment, Young Money, Cash Money Entertainment, because they just a straight up hit factory.
Straight up, and I love you guys. I love Cash Money. I love all Cash Money beats, all Cash Out Dope Boy beats. I mean, they're bad people. I mean, their personal lives, I can't touch in that. That's a whole nother episode. That's not even for today. But just the fact that, you know, they are who they are. They pushed, they made, you know, everything in their life pop. So I love you guys for that. But, you know, some of the other things, you know, you might want to think about when you think about the industry is, do you think that, you know, the lyrics these days, are they really talking about the issues and the problems in the world today?
I mean, I'm going to give that with a quick and a simple no. You know, it's like way back in the day when Pac and Nas was doing the thing, they was over there trying to help world peace, you know what I'm saying? They was over there actually saying stuff, you know, trying to tell stories and stuff. Nowadays, it's all about bling this and I'm going to kill you.
I'm going to kill you and fuck the devil. You know what I mean? You have so many things that's allowed to say these days, and if you say anything about saving someone's life, you're banned. And, you know, it's a hard industry to make yourself come up in, but that's why you're here, Boot Knock, on Exposed, to expose the life of music today.
Oh yeah, I gotta say a little something, you know. I gotta always put in my 2 cents, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to let all of America know exactly what the heck is going on, and y'all need to open your eyes. That's for another day.
Yes. So what do you think makes a good song? The beat, the lyrics, or auto-tuning? Some new technique, you know, the artists are using?
I mean, as far as the auto-tune, I've never been a real big fan of that anyway. You know, anybody can do a little auto-tuning, you know what I'm saying? Just like they can make a nice beat, but it actually depends on who is, you know, doing the beats or the lyrics or the auto-tuning. You know, you can be a great artist, you know what I'm saying? But you will know that you're a good artist is if you can make any beat pop off, you know, and, you know, just like be a hit. I think that Pac and Biggie had like that same talent. Not everybody can do that.
And I know some people probably ask, why would she even bring up auto-tuning? But, I mean, so many people are using that for their crutches to be able to even sound remotely good. I mean, some people don't have the vocal talents to create that. And so this is what has been created by writers and editing to make the best song possible. But as well, for me being an artist, I do believe that it is detrimental that any artist has a original sound. They are clear. You can understand what they're saying. They're talking about something. They're putting something in your mind that they know the world needs to know. This is something that, you know, will bring the community together, and it will promote young black artists in the industry. And
True.
I want to thank you so much for coming out, Boo Knock, but I have one final question for you of the night. And I just want to, you know, let everybody know that we appreciate you guys for coming out as well. But what would you warn the people of Detroit and any artists out here about the music industry and what they should be putting out in the world today?
I feel like anybody that wants to get into this field And like this day and age, you have to know that they do control almost each and every move that you do. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how good you is. You know, I mean, from what the heck you put out on your album to
who you're talking to at that.
And your sacrifice. So you gotta watch yourself.
Yes, you do, and I believe that people should know that anything that you do, know that there always will be something that you will have to pay for in the end. I don't care what it may be. It doesn't always have to be money when I say that. And there's always some type of way that you have to show that the industry is more important than that significant other thing that you might be dealing with or you might have in your life. The industry has to know that they are important by any means necessary. So I want to thank everybody once again for logging on to Sexy$5526. Checking out me and my guest, DJ Bootnock, where you can catch all his latest CDs, even his upcoming CD that will be coming out in January, Bootnock in the Butt, that will be coming out very soon. And you guys can always catch us whenever you need to. Just log on and leave your review. We'll be hitting you up next week. Every Tuesday at 10, we'll have the latest gossip, the latest news here. I mean, I can just see myself now blocking all the haters because I know you can't stand it, but it's okay because we're taking over. And this is what we do around here at this time. So thanks for logging on and joining in with episode 3 of Exposed.
Check it out.